welcome once again to the Talk of Life Talk Show with Elma, our fashion by Kimberley, and Big Husky is getting off the plane. He is so busy flying everywhere, so he'll be here in a few minutes. All righty. So, how are you doing, Kimberley?
I am doing wonderful. I am wonderful. That is awesome. It's a new season. Yes.
All right. A new season.
Yes.
And you look good as always.
Wait, thank you, darling. Thank
Always,
you, darling. Thank
always.
You. I am extremely excited just to see where we're going, where God is taking us.
Oh, he's going to take you to great places.
Yes.
Great
He
places.
Really is.
Yes. He's going to do marvelous
Romance,
and wonderful
traveling.
things for the one and only Kimberley.
Woo!
Yes. So anyway, we're going to do another segment on love.
Oh, yeah.
What love got to do with it? I think our last session was very good, you know.
It was fun.
And it was fun, and we learned a lot from it, and listening to Big Husky
Yes.
and all of his drama. Hey, Zay didn't come tonight.
Oh.
I miss Lil Zay.
Yes.
But anyway, we're going to have our scripture walk
Oh, yeah. I be
at
forgetting
this
about
time.
that.
I hope Otis got you some good music.
Well, you know, he didn't even play any music when you said what's love got to do with it. It should have been playing in the background.
Oh,
But if he didn't do that for you, who
what
am
he
I?
going to do for you,
Who
huh?
am I?
And we're the dream team.
And I don't know why he's so slow at it. I don't get it.
Look how he looking at you,
I know
Kimberly.
he's looking at me.
He looking like Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder. He just shaking his head.
He should just always.
I would love to see you on his show. I would like to see how you all would interact together.
Woo.
He interviewing you and everything. How would he interact?
I'm gonna tear that show up. You hear me? We
You
gonna
would tear it up.
Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm gonna tell off the talk show host.
Oh, you gonna tell the talk show over off first?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take his microphone.
Look how he put his head down. Look how he put his head down. Okay, Big Husky just got off the plane. And look, Big Husky come in here with food. He done just got off the plane, so he must have been hungry.
I did. I had to eat.
You didn't get to eat on the plane?
I didn't get to eat on the plane, you know.
Oh,
They only gave a little pack of peanuts about this big.
I know, right?
They used to give you a full meal,
They
you
sure
know.
did.
I know
At
they
one time they
did.
did, but then
Man.
they stopped that.
People doing too much nowadays.
Now
You
they
don't even
charge
know.
you too much, give you too little.
Yeah, give you peanuts and a little okay.
Peanuts, a little slice, a little old slice of chair.
And then they take a can
Yeah.
and fill it up in that little old cup like this.
Yes.
And then they give you the can. By the time they leave down, you through with that
Yeah.
drink and you want another drink.
That's because you got to share the can with the rest of the rope. Hey, get this rest. Hey, just get a little bit.
I think you better take some food on the plane. Do they let you take food on the plane now?
Not no more. I mean, they let you take little stuff.
Little
not big
snacks.
stuff. Yeah,
You
little
might have to
snacks.
take you some little snacks or something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't think so.
They don't? I haven't flown in so
they check
long.
your
I take my
bags and
little,
stuff.
I take my little Twizzlers. So
You must have been on
Yeah.
Spirit.
American. I was
No,
on
I'm just
American. I was
messing.
on
You must have been
American.
Spirit.
Well, you know they take everything from you nowadays. You
Yeah,
can't
they
even
do.
take lotion,
Mhm.
perfume nowadays.
Yeah.
Unless it's
But
that
the only
little-
thing they won't take is kids. If you gonna take something, take the
Take the
kids.
kids. Loud.
Watch
They'll
this.
fly the kids back.
Yeah.
They don't want the kids in anything. They just want. I mean, that's ridiculous. You got this big thing of perfume or something.
But
or
what I
lotion.
understand is why when you're on the plane, everybody think that their kids are supposed to crawl over you and you're supposed to be good with it.
Right.
Girl,
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
We're
either.
not parenting. It's not group
I mean,
parenting.
I remember I got the group, the window seat, right?
Mhm.
And the lady she came through and she was like, "Oh, can I trade you seats?" I was like, "Oh, no.
I'm like,
I paid for this seat on
Right.
do you
purpose."
not understanding that? Are you
Right.
not understanding
And you
that?
know which one is Southwestern started doing seats now.
A
Oh, wow.
assigned seat?
Yeah, assigned seats. They are doing that
You gotta
now.
choose your seat now when you get on.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
so they
good
can
thing.
have first class.
Yeah,
First class.
so you don't
Put
have to
me
worry
right
about
here.
nobody taking your seat. And
I gonna
stuff.
pay the little extra $43 for that first class though.
I know that's right. Sit up there in the front. Okay, we're going to have our scripture walk because we
yeah,
definitely need Jesus.
How you doing, Kim? You
And
all
stuff.
right?
Doing great.
She's
Come
doing
on.
wonderful. Don't she
Laid
look
back.
cute?
Come on, she got that sweater with her chest out. Yeah,
That's
she
it.
ready.
I'm
She ready now.
I'm ready.
Yeah, she ready.
She got that. She got
But
that.
we gonna
take it
get
off
this
on.
scripture
Okay,
walk
go
in
ahead,
there
get
because
the
we
scripture
need some Jesus.
walk. We do. I need
Because
it.
she looking too hot up
That
in
part,
here.
yeah.
Yes, that's the dream team. Okay, so we want to do our scripture walk. I don't know what kind of music. It sounds pretty good. Philippians 1:6 says, finish what you start. So whatever you're starting, please finish it. Stop being a procrastinator. And then this young guy said, you just can't be the person who never gives up. And if you're one of those people that want to give up, we need some love. So we're going to share some love with you tonight, okay? Why? But God, He is always there for you. If you call on Him, He will answer, but He will answer in His time. But He loves us all, no matter what we're going through. God loves us all. Okay? All right. Thank you, Kimberly. That did sound pretty good. I don't know what the name of the music is, but it did sound pretty good.
At least he showed you love this time. He played your upbeat song.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was beating too.
Come on.
Beat,
It matched his outfit.
It matched the outfit. That's what
Come on, it matched that turtleneck. Yeah.
It's the outfit. It's the outfit.
Yeah. That's the outfit.
All righty. So tonight we're going to do another segment on love. What is love, really? What is it? What is it? What is love? And how do you define love? This is our love month. We got Valentine's coming up. And a lot of people do things special for Valentine. And some of them do it all year long, showing love. They don't just wait one day, one night to show love. Some people show love every day. So let's start out with this question. What does love look like after the honeymoon phase is over? You know, you don't have to be married to have a honeymoon phase. You can be in a relationship and you just met that person, and that's like that little honeymoon. You're trying to get to know them. And they give out a lot of information, but do you think all that information is true? Because sometimes we say things to reel you in, to get you in on that honeymoon stage. And we can talk all day long. We can go out and have fun and all of this. But what happens? What does love look like after the honeymoon phase is over? Is it still there? Or are you finding out things that you didn't know? Are they showing you a different person now that they have gotten comfortable with you? Or let's talk about that right now, because I know a lot of people probably in relationships right now. And they just getting started. And after a while, does it change? Or does it stay the same? It's open for discussion. If you have any comments, put it at the bottom of the screen. We would love to hear your comments while we're talking on this show. What do you think? Anybody?
I'm going to let you go first. Ladies first.
No, you're the love doctor.
Ladies first. Not the love doctor.
You gave him a good name, the love doctor. All right, love doctor. You know?
That's where Dr. Ruth sits. She's not here, Linda, today, so you got to represent Linda today.
Let me take my wig off first.
Or maybe we have
Let him take his wig off first.
In honor of Linda.
Yes, you're sitting in the hot seat.
It depends. The honeymoon phase, for some, is short. Some people treat their relationship like every day is a honeymoon.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
So it's not that you won't have problems. It's not that you won't have things go wrong. But when you look at that person, you just go, is this really worth fighting about? You know what? Come on, let's go to Topgolf.
Yes.
Let's have some fun. Let me take your mind off that. You know what? I think another thing about love, when you're trying to really love somebody for real, I don't think the honeymoon wears off. I think you kind of get settled into knowing them.
Okay.
A lot of people want that Disney fairy tale. You know, the one that ends with music. And credits.
Yeah.
But love doesn't have, it has music, but it don't have credits at the end. Like, we still going. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in trying to be Disney instead of just trying to be real. Like, look, Kim, if I was in love with Kim, like, look, Kim, I see you. I love this turtleneck. I'm going to make her feel good about this turtleneck because I want her to make me feel good later.
About that.
Yeah.
Okay.
about your Lakers hat.
Yeah. Right.
Lakers hat.
I want her to feel loved. So but a lot of times the honeymoon phase is when a lot of us lie to each other.
Is that to reel them in? Is they saying things that
people,
they want to track?
Some people sex them in.
Okay.
Money,
Money, buy money, do money.
yeah,
in,
money, control.
Control.
And what was cute in month 3 is
It's
no
not
longer
cute.
cute in month
Month
9.
6.
Yeah, month 6,
It's
month
month
9.
4 sometime and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
right. Oh, you gave me money, but now you're controlling me.
Mhm.
Cause I told my one homegirl, she was like, yeah, I mean, when I first got with my man, I had my end out, and now he don't mind giving, but I can't do nothing. It feel like I'm on parole when I go out of the house. I'm like, ooh, that's what you get though. You asked for that. You put your hand out and you messed around and got you a jailer instead of a husband. You
got somebody that reel you in.
Yeah, he reeled you in with money.
Now,
yeah,
it's a different thing. I'm giving you the money, and now you got to do what Honey said.
because a lot of people's treasure is it has a price.
Yeah.
My mama told me, she say, my mama and my grandma used to always say, baby, that treasure is priceless, but if you put it up for sale, you can't be mad when it depreciates when you take the dress off.
That's true.
I was like, Grandma, did you just tell me something? Like, I was like, Grandma, what? Wait. But she was honest. She was just telling me the truth.
So you can sell yourself cheap,
Mm-hmm.
and you can sell yourself to that point where you no longer control. They're in control over you. So the honeymoon phase can be over quick unless you're real. You're in your honeymoon phase right now. Because you all are still what? Dating?
Actually, no.
Tell me about your honeymoon phase.
I wouldn't actually say we were in a honeymoon phase.
Okay.
For this reason, everything under the sun hit us. Mm-hmm. It's just how we responded.
Okay.
It's how we built the relationship. Like, we built the relationship not on butterflies, and moon pies.
Okay.
We built the relationship on a firm foundation. Mm-hmm. That's like when I announced her, everybody was so shocked. Like, y'all had met her months before. Mm-hmm. Y'all knew about it. It was people that were shocked because they were like, "Well, I didn't know. You wasn't supposed to know. You wasn't in on the conversation. We let people in on the conversation. It became a group call when we was ready for it to become a group call."
Mm-hmm. Right.
But we've built a firm foundation first. And what I mean by building a firm foundation is, like, one of the things we did after our first 6 months was we have a review. Every 6 months we have a review. And
so what does that review entail, though?
So you get to tell the good and the bad about the person.
What you like each other.
Mm-hmm.
About yourself,
what you don't like. Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you have the option to go. Mm-hmm. If you're not feeling this or you don't want to do this no more, you have the option to go. Okay. I mean, my option is we welcome to death row. But so is hers. But there's the option on the table. Right. Like, you free to go. Like, I'm not gonna hold you if this is not what you want. I don't want you being here being miserable and making me miserable. Because you miserable. That's true. If we ain't gonna talk about it and work it out. But we built our relationship on a firm foundation. And a lot of people said, man, you should have did this. Like, even her family was like, well, why ain't you post you yet? And she said, y'all don't worry about my relationship. This ain't your relationship. Mm-hmm. And when I finally did, and then, we was doing the lovey-dovey posts and different things, people was like, oh my God. Like, oh, they in love for real. Yeah. But we built it on a firm foundation first, God. We built it on patience, love. We built it on understanding that you're not always right. So we built it differently. We didn't. Y'all started out with communication, right? Right, absolutely. You're setting your boundaries right here. Early, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. So, and that's good, because I think communication is really good in that, so the honeymoon can keep going on. Right. Because you're going to have problems in any kind of relationship. Absolutely. You're going to have problems, even if it's a friend or a sister or whatever, but you learn how to work it out. That's the thing. You learn how to work it out. Like, I like, my relationship with Kim is altered right now. Our friendship is on it's shaky right now. Because I called her on Friday. You did. Or Thursday or Friday. See how she was doing? She ain't called me back. Our friendship. She was going through her. I'm offended. I'm playing. But no, I knew she was grieving, but I just called to just, But she just answered my text a few minutes ago. I know. Kim like that sometimes. Checking on how she was doing. But she was sending me topics. Said, she must didn't see my question at first. But but that can go with anything, with any kind of relationship on that.
But here, how do we keep the honeymoon going? How can you keep the honeymoon going as well? You know, some people think, well, after so many months, you started hearing this stuff, and you either gonna drift away or you're not gonna drift away.
Mm.
So, do you keep on?
Being intentional.
Yeah,
Being intentional.
intentional.
Like we send each other so many great dates.
Okay.
Like there's so many great dates we're planning on going to in Texas alone.
Okay.
Like there's so much great stuff. Like people like, well, it ain't a lot to do. You lying.
Yes, it is a
You
lot
lying.
to
Yeah,
do in Texas.
you
lot
lying.
to
You don't
do.
come outside. Just tell the truth. You don't come outside.
It's a lot.
But there,
to do.
she'll send me a date, and I'll be like, you want to go? She'll be like, yep, and we'll go. But there are some dates that we haven't gone on yet. Like I promise you, we have sent probably 150 to 200 just dates, possible dates that we could go to in the area so that we can date each other, love on each other. You know.
That's right. You
Yes.
know. What were you about to say?
No, I was agreeing. I mean, you just have to make it fun.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that, and I think you can keep the honeymoon stage going in increments if you stop looking at everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you just keep your eyes off everybody else, you can just enjoy life little by little, moment by moment. But if you're watching everybody else and you're trying to compete with if the woman is trying to compete, because I think sometimes we're more, what's the word I want?
Competitive.
Oh, just we live in this dream world.
Facade.
Not even facade. Just you're wishing you could do this. You want your roses like this,
okay,
and then you see somebody else's roses like this, and yours came from 7-Eleven, and it's like this.
Right.
It's leaning over.
You mad because hers was from Kroger?
And, you're not mad. You just see that it can get bigger and bigger
Right.
and bigger and better. And this, you're not mad. You're just like, wow, I could have had a V8.
Right. I feel you. I feel you.
And not just cherishing those little moments.
Right.
The little moments.
And then you gotta look who you're with. Cause she says to me all the time, she be like, I can't, like, even your mama and your daughter say the ones you dated before, they ain't never got this version of you. I was like, well, you got the cheat codes.
Did you say the cheat code?
She got the cheat. I promise she got the cheat codes or whatever she want to do. She be like, I want to do this. Okay. Whatever okay. And she be like, mom be like, it's good to say no sometime. I be like, okay, you stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here. But I think because people love to give us advice, but I be like, that advice doesn't work for us because it's not us. Our relationship is totally different. Like Alizé still apologizes, or she still gets upset if I have to go get Analea. Like Analea was sick on Monday, so I went and got her from school, and I did it on Friday too. And so she was like apologizing. I was like, for what? She was like, because you had to take off work. And your point is what? That's my daughter too.
But it's beautiful that she's
is.
willing to
Right.
do that.
Right.
That's showing love.
Right. But it
Some
throws me off all the
people
time.
Take those things for granted.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to do it because we're together. My kids are your kids.
Right.
And that's how it's going to be. And it should never be like that. I don't care if y'all both birthed the kids.
Right.
There should always just be some
gratitude.
of gratitude, love, and appreciation. Because that's what keeps the honeymoon alive.
Right.
Because you could be going through 1,000 things. Satan could be dogged out and everything on you. But you hear that one person that just... I can remember he said, I really appreciate you this morning.
Yeah.
And that sounds good. That. Yeah.
You can go through anything when you hear that.
Because I got a surprise post on Facebook today. And I was like, okay.
I saw that.
All right. I saw
that.
I said, come on. You better tell your man on Facebook how you feel about it. But I almost said, who you talking about?
Oh, you're so funny. You are so funny.
But all jokes aside, you're right, Kim. But that's why I said she still says, I appreciate you. She still says, you don't have to. And I'd be like, no, that's my baby. I have to. So you don't have to get off. It's easier for me to get off work than it is you because I work for myself.
Right.
I was in the middle of a meeting. And it was a big meeting. But the school called. Hello. They was like, she's sick. I'm on my way. She was like, well, she told me you working. I'm on my way. I'll be there in a minute. And we lace them boots up and get up there and giddy up to the school.
To value and appreciate in life are those little things that people can do.
Yeah.
Because Keith used to, when he used to drive to Fort Worth in his work truck, because he'd drive his work truck.
Mm-hmm. Come on, work truck.
And then he'd drive back home to get the car. Because no one can drive in the truck but ride in the truck but employees.
Right.
And he would pick Seaburn up from Bowie, Bowie, to take him to North Arlington for gymnastics practice.
Okay.
Because that's the only way he was going to get there. If
Right.
he wanted to be a gymnast. He did it for 3 years.
Right.
That's heartfelt.
It is.
Because people don't do stuff like that.
At
People
all.
get irritated. They don't want to be bothered. And like you said, he could do that because he was a manager. He could work in his truck. But to do that for someone that's not your child.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's even greater.
That's
than
even
a
great.
bouquet of roses.
Because he
Yeah.
looked like, that's my child. He
Right.
accepted that when he accepted you.
And it's
And
so
people
much.
don't
And that's
realize
important.
that.
Yeah.
And
They
it's
on
so
the
much
outside.
deeper. And it's so much deeper. I don't think people really understand when you make up your mind to love someone. Like if I'm loving you and you got kids, it is impossible to love you and not love them.
Love the kids.
I just can't do it. I can't separate
some
it because
people
I gotta
do
love
that,
both
though.
of y'all. And because I'm with you,
Right.
I gotta love your kids. I gotta love them boys.
Mhm.
You know, and letting them know that you love them. Like when we got out, I went and got her from. So I said, well, you want some orange juice or you want some water? She said, I want some orange juice. So we went to Huckleberry's, got her that little fruit bowl and got her some orange juice. And she just sitting there eating, just making fruit look bad like kids do. But she was having a good time. She prayed over the meal.
Yeah.
That I showed the prayer. She prayed over the meal and everything. And then she said, Dad, I see you're not done eating. Can I lay down? I said, yeah. She laid down on my lap. And the server said, oh. She said, that baby love you. She be like, when y'all have her? I was like, 5 years ago. I had to tell her nothing. I ain't tell her that she got a whole other daddy. She do, but we had her 5 years ago. So
That's good.
But that you
But
can't
that's
tell me that ain't my
love.
baby though. Yeah.
But that's love.
Yeah.
Love
that
is
old
a
school
sacrifice.
love.
a lot.
Yeah.
that
Go
old-
beyond.
It goes beyond a person. It goes beyond. You
Look
just
at
talked
her.
her up.
Just talk to her.
But you know that shows that in the relationship, that's good because she
Small
won't
acts
have
of
to worry
kindness.
about
Yeah.
that's an argument right there on some people.
Yeah.
You spending more time with the kids than me. It becomes a argument on some people.
Mhm.
And why should I have to go do this for your kid? Those are not my kids, you
Right.
know. But when you want the person, they have children, the children come with that person.
Absolutely.
Now you might have some that will put the man before the children,
Mhm.
which I don't understand because you do have some that will do that. They will leave their children behind
Right.
and want that man over their children. And
I think that's a disgrace
that's
to the kids.
that is for the kids.
Because the kids didn't ask to be here.
That's right.
The kids cannot fend for themselves. Why would you leave them? And I wouldn't be with Alizé if she just left with me and didn't care. Like, I need you to be a mom.
That speaks for the mom.
That speaks for the mom. Yeah, you the one had them. I just got here.
But you gonna
Yeah.
leave your kids
Right,
for
me,
you.
yeah.
And well, what about the kids?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't worried
And
about them. Hey, come on.
And I think people that come into the relationship, anytime you try to make a mom choose you over the kids,
that's not good.
what type of person are you? Because I get it. Like, yes, there are times when I'm put first, but it's a priority thing. My mom's first in some things,
Right.
but she's 1st.
Mhm.
But them babies are first on some things. Like, they're first before my mom and Zay.
Mhm.
Like, if something happened to them, they come first. I think you have to prioritize like, what
Yeah.
makes sense, And so, but we trying to compete. Like, why are grown people trying to compete with kids?
'Cause
That
some of
don't
them
make
do
sense.
that, though.
Yeah.
Some of them do compete with the kids.
Where Alizé and them go?
I don't know. They went out.
Oh.
Okay, so let's talk about communication and conflict.
Okay.
Is arguing healthy in a relationship,
Yes.
or is it a red flag?
It is healthy.
And it depends on how you argue too.
It really does.
It does.
I
It
don't
depends
argue.
on.
Yeah.
I have discussions, but I'm not gonna argue.
But I think
I'm not gonna
conflict
win.
is good. It's good. It shows you and it lets you know where because sometimes you might not say
Conflict
stuff.
is good, but you don't have to be.
But you don't have to be
enraged.
rude. Yeah.
You don't have to be enraged,
Yeah.
and you don't have to be rude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree
And I
with
think
that.
a lot of times you just have to take more courses so that you can learn how to have conflict resolution without having to use all of this
Right.
and
Ugly
that
words.
and
All that
move.
ignorance.
You don't have to. But over the years, that's what I've learned. You can have conflict resolution without ever being
raising your
demonstrative.
voice. Yeah,
That's right.
I
You
agree with
can
you
say-
totally. I
Because
totally agree with you. But
but most
conflict is good sometimes because it really does show you if you really love that. When you don't love a person and they get when they get to acting ignorant, you just go about your way and leave and don't care what they think. Right?
yeah,
Because why did you raise your voice at me? But when you talking to somebody you love, you be like, oh, I didn't know I did that.
yeah.
Well, yes, you do that quite a bit.
But then you being honest
Uh huh.
in the relationship,
Yeah.
because sometimes if that's a norm for them,
Mm-hmm.
they don't see nothing wrong with it.
Mm-mm.
You know, some people like to cuss you out and like to do that, and they don't think none of it.
You be there
Okay, so
cussing by yourself.
Yeah.
Sebring has a friend, and she says that he only has one emotion.
Mhm.
Hello.
I know, right? It's like, let me answer this phone. Wanda, yes, Wanda, you're on the Talk Life Talk Show. What can we do for you? um, because growing up, I was teaching them how to talk without being hostile.
Mhm.
Because someone doesn't agree with what you're saying or your pattern of thought, you don't have to get up and storm out. You don't have to get up and say, I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to do this. Just sit and listen and observe to what they're saying.
Mhm.
It's just like, you only have one emotion.
I just want to watch you walk up here.
And so-
Girl, you so fine.
He was he's like, Mom, but they don't, sometimes people don't understand that I'm really just listening to them, trying to understand what they're saying. But when I'm listening to them and trying to comprehend what they're saying, and I'm looking, well, what's wrong with you? Well, I'm listening to you.
So they want you to say something.
They want you to react.
Yeah.
But why can't I just sit here and listen to you?
Because they're not used to that.
They're not used to
Because people aren't used to that.
People
Most people are not used to
sitting
people
there.
wanting to hear what they have to say.
They want you to react.
Yeah.
They want to do something to make you respond to
Mhm.
that. Because a lady was saying, well, she said, Kimberly, you never show any emotions. You just always stand and you just have this look. And I was like, huh? I don't? Well, and I'm trying to explain to her. I said, well, maybe it's just because I'm trying to hold myself up in these 6-inch shoes.
Yeah.
But
you
a lot
know,
of times, oh, go ahead.
But the thing I look at too, even with my husband and I, now I could be hollering, screaming, yeah, he just gonna sit there and look at me, just like he looking now. He just sit there and look at me, cause he's not gonna sit
not gonna
there
get
and
riled
holler
up.
back or whatever.
No.
And I'll be like, why don't you say something? And he just sit there and look at me.
He just be looking at you like, are you finished?
Yeah, that's what he does. He'll be like, are you finished? And I'll still be going on. No, I'm not finished. Like you said, I be wanting a reaction from him and stuff. And so I would try to pick at him to make me give a reaction.
So what does the reaction do for you, for all the people who want?
It just wanted me. It wanted me to see if I could really ruffle his feathers in a sense. Because at that time in my younger day, I would do that. Okay. That's in my younger day.
Okay.
I would do that just to try to irritate him, because he always was real calm. Always real. But like he said, baby, I done been through all this, what you going through. This is new for you. So he knew how to handle me. You see what I'm saying? So he knew how to handle me, but I would get mad because he wouldn't respond the way I wanted.
He would handle you how you want him to handle.
I want to argue in conversation. And he would just sit there like he doing now. And
he'd be like, you finished?
Nothing. Yeah. And I would say, no, I'm not finished. Because he would even say that. Are you finished? Are you going to let me talk? No, I ain't ready for you to talk. But then when he talk, I feel so bad. Why? Because when he talking, he explained it so that I feel like this. Because he done really explained it why it happened. Why he's not reacting. Let me reason with you. You know, the Bible said, all thy getting, get a good understanding. And it's okay for us to disagree to agree.
Right.
So he didn't want to spend his time arguing back and forth. Because when you argue, ain't nobody listening. No. Right. You don't even know what that person, you screaming over him, I'm screaming over him. But when I'm screaming by myself, it's like, ain't nobody talking but me.
Right.
You know, so... But what he did, he said, are you going to let me talk now? Then when I calm down and he go to explain it to me, I'll be like, oh my God, I feel like this.
My grandma used to tell me this. She said, she was talking about my cousin. They was her and her boyfriend. My grandma lived on a hill. And so they were up on a hill yelling at each other. And I standing next to Grandma, you know. I said, Grandma, how come you ain't saying nothing? She said, I just want you to look up the hill. I said, what's wrong? She said, have you ever noticed when two people argue, you don't know which one's the dummy?
That's true.
Let the dummy argue by themselves.
That's what I was doing.
That's what my grandma, that was the message. And Grandma said that to me. She said, let the dummy argue by itself. I'm not calling you a dummy. I'm just saying, but that was Grandma always saying.
But I was at that time.
Why would you?
When we were younger, we did that.
Yeah, like, because people ask me now, they'll say stuff, and they be like, you didn't respond. I let the dummy talk by themselves. I let you win. You won. You know, I'm not interested in winning. You won.
Yeah.
You showed that you don't understand what this really means. And people don't get it. They don't understand. Like, I'm not just to argue with you. I'm not. That's true. I try to make it right with Zay as much as possible because I don't want to lose him, and I don't want to lose over a silly argument because I said the wrong thing.
And as you mature in the relationship, you learn how to handle each other.
Right.
And we can go back now and laugh at some of the stupid stuff that I did. Not him, but what I did. I go back because I knew a lot of it was me, not him.
Yes.
So I go back and we laugh about it, and like you said, we go back on our anniversary day. I'll say, "What do you think? What did we accomplish this year? What did we do? What that's our evaluation of going on 43. I think now 43 years. So we have grown to each other, but do I still get upset sometimes? Yes, I do. Does he get upset? He probably does, but he doesn't say nothing.
He probably just be looking at you like...
But, we are learning
Lord Jesus.
how to deal with situations.
Did the apostle want to say something?
That's why I was asking Emmanuel to bring out a mic for our audience. Oh, you got a mic and stuff.
Apostle, you want to say something?
You want to defend them? You want to defend the love? You want to defend the love, apostle?
Can we get one of those mics over there, or he can come up here and say something at that chair?
Come on,
what you got to say about it?
Because I don't know if he can show your face.
Come on over here, apostle.
Show my face.
Yeah.
No. On the argument side, I think of if it's going to be worth anything, the value of it. Are we going to accomplish anything from it?
Oh, that's good.
Wow. So if I don't see anything going to come out of it, why go through all of
that?
That's
good. Be bad for no reason.
Yeah.
Spoil the honeymoon.
That's why I remain quiet on it. I mean, by the time it's going to end sooner or later anyway.
Right.
So just let it. It's like a fire. It's going to burn out one day. So,
it might take longer.
A little longer.
It might take a little longer for it to burn. Because sometimes what I would do, I would go into the other room. I would be mad at it. And I would sleep in the other room. He gone to his bed.
I wait for her to come back.
Right.
And that's what he would do. We would go up and down the stairs. I might pass and would say nothing. He'd go up the stairs. And that would really irritate me. Because why you not saying nothing? You ought to be saying something. No, he go in that room, go to bed, be snoring and everything. I'm in the other room just
mad.
Just mad. Look at him in there sleeping good. So
I know somebody like that. I know somebody like that.
So what are the most ignored red flags early in relationship? What do you have to say about that, Zay? Give her the mic.
Come get the mic, Zay.
Come get the mic. Come on.
Come on up here.
She was like, I'm not going to be on the show today. Yes, you are.
You don't have to show your face. You can talk just like he did. What do you think about that? About just talking in general. If y'all have an argument, y'all probably haven't had one.
We had one before we got here.
Okay. We done had plenty of those before we get you up there.
I apologize before I got out of the car.
So talk to us about that, Zay? What do you think?
Well, since being with him, I've grown a lot. Okay. Like I had my little crash out moments before, but when I got with him, that kind of slowed down a little bit. So I'm actually learning how to communicate more.
Okay.
Now I did what you did, go in a different room, and I think one of the nights I ended up sleeping in the living room. This man, he came in the kitchen, turned on the light, looked at me, went back in the room and shut the door. I was like, I know he see me laying on this couch right here, but I do that too sometimes. Like, why is he reacting? But sometimes him not reacting is just better because it's gonna add more fuel to the fire, really. So
Right.
yeah.
So sometimes it is just be quiet.
See, Apostle B, I like.
You know, but the thing too is I've learned over these 43 years.
Come on,
That means that's
43.
experience. Years.
That part.
You know how to
Stay there just in case.
really speak what I want to say. You know, instead of holding it in,
Mm-hmm.
I've learned to let him know if it's something that I don't like, or if I'm getting upset, I'll just go on and say it now. You know, because I used to hold it in. Boy, that hurts even more when you hold it in because it builds up.
Okay, so let's address that.
Come on,
Okay.
say something, Kim.
Because
I know
at
you
work,
got something
we
to
don't
say.
say everything we want to say, no
At
matter
work?
how much it builds up at work.
Right.
Okay.
We know how to keep
That's
our
right.
mouth shut on the job
because you don't
for
want to
that-
get fired.
for that money. But for somebody said amen.
Who was that, Emmanuel?
That's
Somebody
Emmanuel.
said amen. You know how to keep your mouth shut at work so you're not fired. Why is it that when we get home we're so relaxed? Is it that we don't respect the environment that we're in? We respect work more. We respect the people we work with more than we respect when we get home. Is it just when we get home you just pull your wig off and all bets off and we just lose all self-control?
Mm-hmm.
That everybody feels like, what's on my heart I got to say now. Years ago, I think when I was in my 20s, maybe let's say my 30s, which was only a few years ago. I think
Just
this
a
young guy
pinch.
that was becoming an attorney, and he said sometimes you need to step back from what it is you want to say, maybe give it a week or two,
And think about it.
and look at it before you say what you think you need to say. Because a lot of times you can't pull it back.
That's right.
Now you may be able to apologize,
But those words are
but
still
that
out there.
person
Mhm.
will constantly rotate that
That's
in
true.
their mind, and
Mhm.
you don't know how they're harboring it, although you apologize.
Mhm.
So, and when he told me that, I was like, he said, there's nothing that ever that important to say. He said, sometimes, Wanda said, you can ask or say anything you want if you say it in a question form.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with your emotions that you feel like when you get home, you got to say it doggone it right now. Y'all gonna hear me, and this is how it's gonna be. What's happening in us internally that because when we get home, that we explode with the people that we say that we love, or even just respect.
Right.
Why is it so difficult to articulate? Is it that we need to maybe learn conflict resolution? Because I know we know how to hold it like a mule. We know how to hold our mule. Because we do it. We do it, right? We do it.
We do it with the law. We do it with our job.
We do it in a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it about home that just causes us to explode and feel like, I got it right here to say and do whatever I want to do?
But you ain't going to do it nowhere else.
You
But
know
you
why?
don't do it nowhere else.
Because I think a lot of people, you might be mad, and it may be something small that he did, but you're not really mad at him. You know you can get away with what you say to him that might turn into something with someone else.
Yeah.
So now you're not just mad that he didn't put the mayonnaise in the refrigerator. Now you're telling him, I'm mad at you, you do this, but really
You mad
at somebody else.
That's right.
Oh,
My
that's
ex-wife.
good. That's good.
My ex-wife, we were arguing one time. And in the middle of the argument, I just got out the argument. I was just looking. And I realized she wasn't arguing with me. She was arguing with her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't never listen to me. And because it was just me. So
when she said,
you ever heard somebody say, y'all, this just you and the bed? I was like, wait, it's just me. And then she mentioned her dad in the argument. But because I was so in tune with what she was saying, I just was like, She was arguing with her dad the whole time she was arguing with me.
Right.
Whole time. And
but she was taking it out on
on
you.
me, yeah.
Right.
Because I didn't even do nothing. Like I think I was walking slow up the steps. Something like it was
you were
so
walking like her dad.
yeah, like it was trivial.
You were in the way.
Right.
Yeah, you were walking like her
And
daddy.
when I say she went left. But that's when I realized she wasn't arguing with me. She was arguing with her. Stuff she'd been wanting to say to her daddy. She said to me.
To you. Right.
And so sometimes you have to take yourself out of the argument, like you said. But you have to look at the whole thing. Is who are they arguing with? Because you're not arguing. I didn't do nothing.
Right.
I didn't even respond to the question. So
Right.
what did I do wrong? And then you realize, oh, Martha at her job always be she's picking on her, or messing with her work and stuff.
Right.
So, but now she's messing with you because she's used to getting picked on at work and stuff. And people do that.
Yeah,
People don't realize that how much they take their anger out on everything that
That's
goes on the
right.
outer world, and they bring it home and take it out on
That's
the people
good.
inside.
That's right. Yes,
And
they
so
do.
that's why you gotta leave the world outside when you come home.
And that's what causes a lot of
Conflict.
in a relationship, whether it's husband, wife, friends, or whatever,
family, right?
family or whatever, because a lot of times they are upset and angry at somebody else or something else. So the person that's right there, you're gonna get it. And if you're not strong enough to handle it, before you know it, they done got you into it, and you be like, I don't usually respond that way. But sometimes people can pick on you so much and throw little things at you so much that you get tired of it. And before you know it, you explode in the relationship. So this question, should couples talk through everything, or some things better left unsaid?
At the appropriate time.
It's deal with the appropriate time.
At the appropriate time.
There are some things you don't address until maybe later on, because it might stir up more fire.
Yeah.
If
we
you
having a
address it
romantic
at that
moment, that's not the time to bring up certain things. Like, it's a romantic moment. Enjoy the moment. Like, I never forget my ex. I told her, I say, she wanted to talk, but it always happened to be when I'm trying to be romantic. So I stopped doing romantic stuff. And
So
she said,
didn't
"Well,
wanna
why you?"
talk.
I said, "Why you stop doing romantic stuff? Because you don't pick your moments right. Your moments don't match
Match
the
up.
moment." And so
So you feel like maybe that was the only time she could get your undivided attention?
yeah, but if you just pull me to the side, you can get she could have gotten my undivided attention. Honestly,
Well, did you think she felt like she couldn't?
I don't
Maybe
know. I'm
she
not
felt,
her.
I
I
know.
don't know. I'm not
But
her. Yeah, I'm
sometimes
not
we
gonna say
feel
that.
like
Yeah.
we can't get that attention. So
That's good.
That's a
when
good
we
answer,
get
yeah.
it at that moment, it's like, let me get it out right now.
Yeah.
But I've learned through being married that some things I have to hold back on because I'm in a bad mood. And I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret later. Okay? I'm going to say something that I'm going to regret
Because she knows if she don't ask for none, I will eat them all.
When you were sitting by, you ate it up.
I would already got it. Elma said, "Look, I'm trying to talk about love. Y'all trying to eat gummy
She look
bears."
away. She look away, and I be done.
But what are the most ignored red flags early in a relationship?
Someone that's too lovey-dovey.
Okay.
And too clingy.
Too what?
Lovey-dovey and clingy.
And cling? What you
Clingy.
mean by? Oh,
Clingy.
clinging. Oh, clinging to that person.
Yeah.
Want to be everywhere they go.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind you wanting to be everywhere I go, but baby, I gotta use the bathroom by myself. This is my moment away from you.
But I want to go in the bathroom with you, okay? But I'm finna do that. I don't care about
like
that.
it's some moments.
I'm gonna go in there with you, and I'm gonna smell it and all. Yeah. That's love.
If I want to, no, that's not. That's craziness. that is a mess.
But
like,
that's love.
Like me being a man, if she wants to go have a woman's night out, I need to go let her be with the women, cause that's what it's about.
But some
the women
men
time.
feel that they need to go with, even if it's women night out, they feel like they should be with that woman all the time.
That's
is
why
that
I say
a form of jealousy.
That's why it's insecurity.
Or what?
Yeah, it's insecurity, because if it's women's night out, that means no men should be around. No men should be around.
Too. But I've heard of people that that
I do not want you here if it's fellas night out.
And the man wanted to go, and the woman said, "I'm sorry, sir, you can't come up in here. This is all women."
Yeah.
But the person stayed outside the whole time, But some people are like that.
That's borderline psychotic.
Okay,
that is borderline psychotic. I'm not sitting outside.
Or sometimes you gotta realize. Sometimes I have to look at this. Sometimes.
Come on, let's hear it.
When you and Zay, can I use you and Zay?
Yeah, you can use them.
That would sometimes make a person feel like that. What is that person saying about the friends? It would make that person feel like
That's
he may
right.
need to be close by
There you
to
go.
protect.
There you go.
Because when you come home, you're talking about these people.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And in his mind, he may be thinking, okay, I just need to be there just in case somebody set it off. I mean, it happens.
That's true.
It does.
It happens. How are you talking about the company you keep?
That's right. And then sometimes it brings in that insecurity sometimes for the man too, because he'd be like, oh, you have been talking about she was with this man, she was with that. It's some conversation that can spark some things
that may not need to be said.
That may not need to be said.
And you have to determine that.
Yeah, you have to determine what you can say, because there were certain things that my husband would not tell me about family members, because he knew I would go off, or I wasn't going to have nothing to do with them at that time. Now he can tell me, and it doesn't faze me anymore. But at that time in my younger days, he knew if he said something that person said, I would have customized, be ready to fight or go off, you know?
Right.
But now it's like you can tell me anything, because as we grow into mature, you will be able to, some things just bounce off. Some things are just not going to matter, you know. And love hides a multitudes of sin. Some things you don't want people to know, even about your wife. You don't want them to know some of your flaws. You don't want your the people. My brother used to say, he said this one thing, he said, there are certain flaws I don't even want my family to, I don't even want my children to know about me or my wife.
That's good.
There's certain things because I don't want you all to feel any different. If I say this about my wife, or if she say this about you, I do not want your flaws. I want to cover them up. Some things you don't need to tell your children, you know, because they might think different of you. My father-in-law, it was certain things he wouldn't tell my husband. He wouldn't tell my husband certain things because he didn't want you to know certain things. Then there are certain things you need to tell your children so they can be prepared for those things. That's love, because we don't want them. They say it's a bridge out, and you don't tell them, knowing that the bridge is out. You're gonna let them go into the bridge and, you know, drive into the bridge. There's a wall in the, a hole there. Some things I always said, acknowledge the Lord in all thine ways. I ask God certain things that I need to do, and what are certain things that I need to say to certain people, because if you love them, you don't want them to go through certain things. So you don't even want them to dress a certain way. You know, you don't want them to be talked about in a certain way, because you are preparing them. It's like you hear people saying, you know what? She dresses a certain way. Don't she see this? Don't you? Look at her. All this is showing, and her stomach is showing, and her, you know. So how do you handle that? You go to that person in love, and you tell them, let me go and help you buy or help dress you a certain way.
I don't say nothing.
You know why I don't? You know why I don't tell people about stuff? Because most of the people I know ain't been in a successful relationship. So how can you really tell? How can you really tell me about a successful relationship? You done been divorced 3 times. Don't nobody want you. Like, make it make sense.
Oh, Big Husky, you a mess.
But I'm being honest though. Like, people don't understand. That's why I don't go to people about her. I go to God. You made her. I be mad sometimes. You made her. What you gonna do about her? He be like, but I gave her to you. Make it right.
That's
I don't
true.
want to.
Make it right.
Make it right.
Make it right.
But I don't go to people that don't have, that cannot.
Can you go outside?
That cannot have a successful relationship. Give me advice about a successful relationship that I'm currently having. Currently, my relationship is successful, so I don't go to people that, and it don't matter who it is. They be like, "Oh, well, I'm just giving you advice. I don't need it. I rebuke it." I tell people that I rebuke it, and I'm so honest. People be like, "You mean?" No, I'm honest. I don't want your advice. You can't give me advice on something you've never proven. Come on. What did David say? David in the Bible,
what did he say?
When Saul gave him his sword and his shield and everything and told David, you go out there and fight Goliath. What did David say? David said, I'm going to take these 5 true stones because I have not proved them. You have not proven that you can be in a successful relationship. So how are you going to tell me about how to stay in one?
And it is, and sometimes it's the person that's single trying to tell a married couple how to stay married when they're single too.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll be wondering how does this work? You know. So what happened is,
or like when they write them books, How to Be a Millionaire, but you've never been a millionaire. How can you tell me how to be a millionaire if you've never been there?
Yeah.
If you've never been a millionaire, how can you tell me how to be a millionaire? I just don't like when people try to give me advice about something they've never done. You've never been successful in love. How can you tell me how to be successful in love if you don't know how? You know what I'm saying? Like you've been in love 43 years. You can tell me a thing or two about being in love.
And I can tell Zay a thing or two too, Zay.
Right.
But you know, it's gonna be good advice. Because when people give good advice,
I mean, Kimberley,
you can feel it.
I mean, I don't know what I can say.
Well, hold up. I might take your advice simply because you usually think about both sides of the coin. I might take your advice. Most people that give advice that have never been in a successful relationship usually give because of how they feel. That you give both sides of the story. Everything we just said, she said, well, think about this.
And then you have to be careful who you even ask for advice.
Yeah.
Even if they married or not married.
Yeah.
You know, you still have to be careful. That's why I go to the Lord.
Is that God advice or was that Elma advice? Which one is this, Lord? Yeah.
But see, even when I'm counseling, my thing is I gotta listen first. You gotta listen to see what's going on with the situation, and then I'm praying the whole time. God, give me what you would say through me, not what my opinion would be, but what would you say to build them up? Because there's always two sides to a story.
It really is.
And then you up here listening to this one side over here talking about this, then this one is talking about this. So what I try to do is bring them both together.
Yes.
I listen to the person, then we bring them together. Pastor and I do it together because see, he's gonna hear one way, I'm gonna hear one way, but we bring it together God's way, so it won't be. But anyway, our time is what?
Like Alizé's baby father, Dre. I love that young fella. I'm gonna tell you why. Because she didn't bring him and berate him to me.
Who?
Her baby father, Analea's dad. Yeah. She didn't berate him to me. She didn't make him out to be a bad guy. She didn't make either one of them out to be a bad guy. But she allowed us to have a relationship. Now we talk like we brothers.
Okay.
Like he'd be like, bro, I needed to hear that, bro. And I'd be like, bro, you all right. But she didn't talk bad about him to make me hate him.
Right.
Instead, she let me see how he was and let me pick it for myself.
And that's good.
And I love that about her because that's maturity.
Right.
And to this day, we have a good relationship. You know, I'll call him, hey, she's sick. Baby girl sick. You know.
And you need that kind of relationship. And that goes with love because that is her biological daddy. You know, so, but that'll be another talk show.
For another day.
How do you deal with bringing in the children into a marriage or even into a relationship? But love is something that love is an action word. Love. We can say I love you all day, but what if something happened? Are you going to be there for me? Love is something that you just have to deal with it. Love hides a multitudes of sin. So thank you all for tuning in. We're going to have what? Fashion by Kimberley. And I'm still working on this fashion show, which will be coming up this year.
That part this year.
So
shout out to Kim. She took a piece of her rug and put it on her shoulders, so her shoulders won't be cold. But she put it together ever so lovely. Everybody can't put a good rug together and make it look gorgeous. And then she put a wife beat on just in case you need to be beat. And then she got these fashionable jeans. Oh my God, they've got buckles and belts everywhere. Just looking good, and she normally and the boots. She got on her boots. She stay ready. She don't get ready. That boy, yeah. And then the glasses that say I'm her. So if you need a model, if you need a woman. If you need a model, call Elma.
That's right.
If you need her, call me because it's gonna run you about. It's gonna start at least 10 stacks. Yeah, 10 stacks. That's to run your credit check with the people.
It's gonna cost you.
Anyway, we love Fashion by Kimberly,
Yes,
and
we do.
I really love the way she can put outfits together.
That part.
So if you all are really looking for a model to put into your magazine,
Yeah.
Kimberly is the one. Okay,
Yeah.
she can put things together, mix and match. She has the
Yeah,
body, she has
yeah.
the look, she has
All
the
together.
style, the personality. Even though it takes me a hard time to get her to get this fashion show together, but since she loved me, I know she's gonna do this fashion show this year in 2026. I'm prophesying it right now.
Yes.
All right. So don't forget the one and only, the Kirk booth. This Kirk booth is awesome.
It really
You
is.
will see Kimberly, her sons. They just have a ball when they come in. They just model in front of this photo booth. And if she can do that in front of the photo booth, she can do it on the show, right?
Listen.
All right.
Yes.
So check us out at www.thekirkbooth.com. The only photo booth that you need for your upcoming event.
Yes.
We're getting booked pretty fast because you got prom, all of this.
Hurry up.
So please check us out. Also, now we have a new business, the podcast. If you would love to air your podcast here on our network,
Call me.
for a reasonable price,
Call me.
and you get a lot, and we will walk you through that. But check us out. It's called Lota, Lota Network, and we can do your podcast, and you can set it up, and I guarantee you will like it.
Yes.
That
All
part.
right, and we do, I left my t-shirts. He does t-shirts, props, and all. So check us out again at www.kirkinspiration.com. You will find our information on our website. And remember, every Monday and Thursday, we have some awesome upcoming shows that you do not want to miss. So tune in every Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. The Talk of Life Talk Show with Elma. Fashion by Kimberly, Big Husky, our comedian that always keep us laughing. And a shout out to Roberta Elaine and Linda. They're out tonight.
We
and
miss
they
y'all.
will be back, okay?
Linda, we miss your wig.
We
We miss y'all.
Linda, come back with your wig.
Until then, I want you all to keep on watching and subscribe. But keep on watching. May God bless you and keep you until we
Good night,
come.
Ellen.
See you face to face.
Thank you all for watching. Good night, Ellen.
Good night,